Welcome back, everybody, to more Parasite Eve. At the end of the last video, I was trying to show how I made the armor. Looks like I may have goofed up or something because I don't think we actually got the proper armor type because I found this next video file which actually shows me properly making the armor. So,
Well, I knew something was wrong when you could actually, not see skin. It's like, there's no way that shirt is plus 50 defense. I mean, you can not see anything.
well, we fixed that with the bikini she has, so...
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's only a photo. We weren't able to make that in-game.
Aww.
Sad day.
I should link to that video in yours just so people understand the reference.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, I think I'll have to do that, because otherwise people are going to think you're weird.
I wasn't sure if I should call it Slime in the Ice Machine or what was the other one, or the plus 50 defense. Those were the two options I was looking at going with.
See, I don't get the slime in the ice machine reference. I like the plus 50 defense.
The Slime in the Ice Machine is a reference to, like I was telling you last video, and I put a link to it in the description, a news broadcaster from where I grew up who used to do restaurant reviews, and he would always report on any that had, like, health violations or cleaning issues.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, this is where you start talking about one of your brothers and McDonald's and the
Yeah,
ice
with
machine
the
thing. Yeah.
McFlurry machine and things, and yeah. Okay,
So,
that's right.
so everybody, this is very exciting. So if you don't want to watch this, just skip to about 2 minutes in, and I think we'll actually start making progress. I wanted to show just in case, like somebody's like, "Hey, how do you make good armor?" Well, we're gonna have good armor, so
Yeah,
you know.
plus 50 defense.
I think there might be a few things we need to pick up in the next area before you can actually make this armor, but I wanted to put this at the beginning of the video so we don't interrupt the actual game progress. Actually, I wanted to put it at the end of the last video, but I used the wrong clip. So now that that's finally over with, now we're going to actually progress.
Yay, alright.
So now we're headed to the museum. That's our next thing.
Awesome.
Yep, and this is a long video. I did everything I could to shorten it as much as I could, but the game...
And because he couldn't,
dialogue.
that's why I'm here and you have to deal with me.
Hey, one of my subscribers quite enjoys it when you're on video, so...
Yay, alright.
Yeah, I think she said you were cool or something like that in our exchange of comments last video.
Well, I mean, I am pretty amazing.
Of course.
Humble, too.
And
Who's
she's
there?
just
Oh my god.
there we go. I would recommend saving your game there just so you don't have to deal with coming all the way back over here if you die, but that's really up to you.
Was there something evil in this room?
There's going to be evil anywhere we go in this game.
True.
It's Parasite Eve.
Right. Everything does hate you. You are the main character.
That's right. So now we're just kind of wandering the museum. I tried looking around the bottom left-hand corner of this area, and there was nothing useful.
Huh. Just like a museum.
Pretty much. And that door's locked too, and suddenly we are accosted by enemies.
Oh no!
Yep.
Don't ruin the exhibits.
The exhibits have come to life. Dinosaur bones have become mitochondria dinosaurs.
Wait,
a whole new level of stupid.
Did that actually happen, or are you just making that shit up?
I am not making that up.
Well, then what happened to the dinosaur bones in the last room that were just sitting there chilling?
And I think Aya's just wondering here how the hell they came alive or something like that.
Oh, I didn't even realize she was talking.
What she's talking about there.
Oh, I didn't see dialogue on the screen. I was looking in the wrong part of the screen.
Ah, damn it.
Oh no, it's locked.
Yep. Damn it.
Jill, we need the Master of Unlocking.
Yes! I can't believe you made that joke and I didn't.
And
So
that's why you
basically...
tolerate me.
I do. And fortunately, our guns now make short work of these enemies, so combat
Still
is
not tired
finished.
of that.
I am not either.
That's still awesome.
Some sort of medic upgrade. I'm not sure what the fuck that does, but, you know, that's okay.
And they die in a ball of blue fire. You know, what else do you need?
That's all we really need. We're gonna get like 3 parasite abilities this video, and I don't think I use any of them.
Well, I mean, what do you need them for?
with this gun,
You don't.
I don't. Damn it! An enemy hit me! You son of
What?
a bitch! Mother...
But you're plus 50 defense!
I know! You made me bleed my own blood!
No! I'll make them pay!
Well, fortunately, it took like one hit to kill each of them, so hey.
There you go.
Look at that. Unless somebody's playing this game legit, then well, sucks to be you.
Right. Yeah, if you're playing this game legit, why are you playing it legit, for one? That was the first mistake you made.
So we're basically just exploring. I'm not honestly sure what the point is of this. So we're wandering around the museum.
It looks
trying
really
to
pretty, not gonna lie.
Oh, it's kind of cool. Like, I don't mind the museum itself. This soundtrack is going to get very, very old because it's very repetitive. Although, for you can't hear it anyway, so it's not a big deal.
Yay me.
Like, it's not bad.
I don't have to deal with it.
It's not bad. It's just, it gets really old really quickly. Especially when I was editing the video for this. Because I kept hearing it over and over and over. I'm like, oh my god, just end. It's just... the same
You'd think
thing
having
over.
grown up in the Nintendo era, we'd be used to very repetitive 5-second soundtracks.
You would, but...
Apparently they just still get old.
Yeah, I mean, it's not awful for a short time, but... we're probably gonna have to deal with it for at least a good 20 minutes of this video.
Oh no. And that's with... and you had to listen to it longer when you were actually playing.
Yep.
Fantastic.
And these are little Q&A things. If you answer them correctly, you
How
get
many
a
animals
reward.
are hiding? Well, I don't know. I'm blind. I didn't see how many were out there. What the fuck? I was trying to figure out what the hell they were, for one.
You get rewards if you answer them correctly. And I don't really need any of the stuff. I'm gonna have to deal with full inventory here coming up. Y'all won't see me fiddling with that inventory, but there's a lot of messing with the inventory I had to do in this section because since I was using the cheat weapon, I'm not really getting hit much.
Right. So do you have, like, too many potions or something, basically?
Yeah, basically, I have a bunch of health items, and I have to kind of decide, okay, do I want to use this health item, or...
Well, I mean, you did get scratched, so I guess you could use one.
I think eventually I'd do that during some of this. And I'm not sure how that video is going to turn out here. Movie Maker was giving me some issues with this portion of the video, so hopefully it won't fuck up. If it does, I don't really know what to tell you. I did the best I could. I'll try to see if I can figure something else out if there ends up being a problem, which means previewing this video before uploading it, which I kind of hate doing, but I'll do the best I can. But if it's jacked up there, just know Movie Maker was giving me some trouble, and there was nothing else I could do about it. I'm not sure what Aya's on about here. Doesn't really matter. It's not plot.
It's probably,
centric.
there's a giant scorpion!
Probably.
Ew, 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 squish it!
But instead,
I'm guessing that's about what she was talking about.
Probably,
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, but instead we were going to answer that question, and now fight the giant scorpion.
Yay, giant scorpion!
Scorpion?
And bye, scorpion.
Get over here.
Get over here!
And by get over here, I mean vaporized, because you're dead.
That also works.
Oh, yeah.
Make a giant popsicle out of you.
Pretty much anything we fight in this video with this gun, like I said last video, is just going to go down like a chump.
Good.
Which is amazing.
As it should
Because
be.
it makes editing this stuff so much easier.
Oh, I can only imagine.
So much. And since I'm not doing these as a proper walkthrough, I don't really care. So it just works out so much easier that way.
Makes the game more enjoyable, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. By the way, I saw the Tomb Raider movie yesterday, and it sucked.
Oh no!
Yeah, I fell asleep during part of it, which was amazing.
That's not good at all.
No.
I've never fallen asleep during a movie before.
In a theater, no less.
Yeah, like, how'd you do that? Damn, the thing's loud as shit.
Yeah, it's not like I was just, like, hanging out at home watching it or anything. No, I was in the theater, I was like...
Wow.
It was boring as shit. That's like a typical modern adventure movie. And I came to realize, and I've heard the comparison, you're the one that told me you'd seen a review of this movie, and how a portion of it kind of seemed like a game, basically.
Right.
And
like, the first part was, I think he said, wasn't too bad. Like, they were setting it up and things like that, and it wasn't too gamey, you know, basically. And then she got into the island, and then they're like, oh, wait, this is a game movie! And then it went downhill from there.
There were parts I liked. There's a part where they have to solve a puzzle in order to do something, and I liked that. I thought that was kind of cool.
Okay.
But they rip off, like, 2 sections of Tomb Raider 2013. Like, there's a section, if anybody's seen that playthrough of mine, or someone else's, where you're riding down this river trying to not die, and then she ends up on something and has to grab a parachute before she's falling, and then has to go in between different trees and stuff like that. They took both of those things from the game and put them in the movie, which would be fine for like a 30-second to a minute scene. But of course, it's a modern movie, which means action sequences have to be stretched out as long as possible and dialogue as short as possible. Don't know what the fuck she's talking about there. Don't really care.
I don't know.
Jesus.
I think she was commenting on the earthquake before it actually happened.
Okay. Well, now the earthquake happened, and that's going to spawn, I believe, a new enemy. Eventually. There they come.
Huh.
Took them a while. And they're going to go down like little chumps, just like all the other enemies.
Hell yeah, man.
Not an issue at all. That's what happens when you have this badass gun.
Right. How come you guys don't have this badass gun?
Right. I'm glad they don't, because that would make this a whole lot tougher.
So this parachute thing probably went on for like, what, 10 minutes, it sounds like?
Between the river part and that part, yeah, it went on. It felt like, it might have been like 5 minutes, but it felt like 10 to 15. Like, it lasted for fucking ever. And
oh, no.
Nothing after that point felt like there was any sort of story to it. Like, it just felt like a bunch of scenes, like, one after the other. Like, I never felt anything for the characters. I never gave a shit.
I mean, the only thing I know from the review is that she's looking for her dad. Like, her dad disappeared. You know, that kind of thing. And, I mean, even that alone seems like a pretty flimsy story setting.
Well, I mean, I can understand that. If, you know, her dad went missing and she's trying to find him. And that part's set up okay.
Okay, so they did set it up alright.
Yeah, I didn't mind that, because I remember you telling me that, and I was kind of wondering the same thing, but they kind of explained that. Like, they were hiring people to try to find him after he had gone missing. So it wasn't like they just said, fuck it, until all of a sudden she's like, several years later, hey, I wonder whatever happened to him. Like,
right, that's what it sounded like. You're like, oh, my dad disappeared 10 years ago. I don't know what happened with that. you know?
So the impression
he went to go buy cigarettes and didn't come home.
It did seem like they were actually looking for him. Like, I was fine with that part. It's just, there was no story after she got to the island. It's just like, I think it was literally, and, well, this could be a spoiler for anybody wanting to watch the movie, but, well, whatever. So she basically gets to the island. She's rescued because she gets caught up in something when she's in the water, or their boat crashed or something. She gets rescued by the guy that in the Tomb Raider 2013 game, if you remember, sounded like a Disney villain, but in this movie he doesn't. He talks to her for a little bit, takes her captive, and then she escapes, and that's when we get that sequence I was talking about before. She meets her dad, then goes back to the bad guy so she can try to get a radio or something so they can call for help. They get captured again, they go into a tomb, they solve a puzzle, they find this virus thing, which is the ripoff of the Uncharted games that guy was talking about in the video you saw, that turns people to monsters. They deal with that, she fights the bad guy, and movie pretty much ends. Like, I just summarized everything in like a minute and a half, and that's like a 2-hour movie.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's it. Like, that's pathetic.
That's pretty bad.
It was still not far and away even top 10 for my worst movie-going experiences, but it was not
I'm sure
good.
there's definitely a lot worse movies than that. I mean,
Yeah, if like somebody smoking pot can enjoy that because they can just turn their brain off, be stoned, and watch it.
right.
I don't know if we've seen those before. Those are recoveries. They'll give you a full heal. So if you're looking for a full heal, that's what
And
those
someone
do.
shoved it inside a Christmas tree.
I appreciate that, because I may or may not end up needing them at some point. I honestly don't remember. Again,
That's what it looks like. It seriously looked like they put it inside a Christmas tree.
Damn it, don't you try jumping around? Take your medicine.
Jumping will not save you.
It will not.
Resistance is futile.
It is. Very futile. She is Laia a Borg. Assimilation is imminent.
She's got her personality is about right.
True. There's not a whole lot of personality to her.
Right.
Oh, hey, I think we get like pterodactyls here because.
Oh, hey pterodactyl, what's up?
Because we didn't get plenty of this in Dino Crisis.
No.
Although
and
in Dino
boom
Crisis,
goes a dinosaur.
Although in Dino Crisis, we didn't have this awesome weapon. It would have made Dino Crisis so much more fun.
Well, clearly the next step is to put in Dino Crisis and transfer this gun over to that
Agreed.
game.
Agreed. That would make things a whole lot better.
Yes.
Although, to be fair, I didn't mind Dino Crisis 1. Dino Crisis 2 was annoying because enemies just kept spawning. It was like infinite spawning enemies, and I hate that
worst.
in games. I'm not a fan of infinite spawning enemies.
Alright.
Unless you need the enemies for something. Like, I know there's a portion in God of War where you're supposed to turn an enemy to stone in order to actually progress. So I get why there's infinite enemies there, but beyond that...
Right. I mean, unless they serve a purpose, just be able to kill everything and move on.
Exactly. And Dino Crisis 2 did not do that. It was infinite enemies.
But, like, are you getting money or ammo from these things? You know, are you getting experience?
I think you got, like, bonus points to help, essentially money to help you buy new weapons and new stuff, I think is what you got. I can't remember. It's been a year or so since I played that game, too. So.
That'd probably be why it's infinite spawning, then.
Probably.
That's so kind of lame, though. Like, I don't think they needed that mechanic in there.
No, I don't think so either.
I mean, you could have just easily had, like, an experience system and unlock guns
just
as
like,
a game
what?
experience.
It's locked! What the fuck?
What'd you do?
Because somebody's an asshole and decided to lock the door on her. Like,
Oh, no.
how they somehow ended up in that room and we didn't see that person.
Right.
Spoiler alert, it's Klimt, by the way. I don't understand how he would have managed to somehow sneak past her to do that, though.
Well, you know, she's obviously as blind as we are, so...
Apparently. Luckily she has this awesome gun, otherwise she would be fucked.
Yeah, she would be.
I think this area was trying to give tension by saying, oh, if you fall, you could hurt yourself or die, but
right, and then she just jumps off the ledge anyway.
Yeah, I don't think you can actually fall or slip there, as far as I know.
She would have totally died.
I would think
One,
so.
she fell a pretty good distance.
Hey,
and two,
she's got parasite powers. She can survive that shit. She can use heal 3, and she would be fine.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah. The evil mitochondria, remember?
She's got the lesbian genes, I mean mitochondria genes in there, yeah,
Yes,
that's right.
Yes. I don't even remember what we were talking about before this now, because...
Tomb Raider sucking.
Oh, yeah, that movie.
Yeah,
But...
and that it's... I mean, you could basically get high or drunk or something and probably be okay.
I think high more than drunk. I don't really see enjoying it drunk.
Okay.
At least the descriptions I've had of being high. My only high experiences, well, I did not enjoy, but I guess I could see them working. It seemed like something more you could get high and watch than anything else.
Okay.
But yeah,
I have no experience with either, so I'll just take everyone else's word for it.
It was not a good movie though.
Okay. So if you're not going to be drunk or high, then just don't watch the movie.
Well, if they like modern action movies, then fine.
Fair enough.
It seems like modern action movies, the flimsy plot is just there to kind of go in between action sequences, whereas I would rather action sequences be used to help enhance the plot.
Right. Well,
And
lazy writing.
Yeah, and it just seems like that's all movies are these days.
Was it basically just like a sequence of, hey, it'd be cool?
Kinda, yeah. I basically described exactly what happened in the movie.
Oh, okay.
That's basically it, and I don't know why the fuck the virus thing was in there, because that was totally Uncharted. I'm like, you're picking from the wrong game, assholes. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I know people compared the two, but...
Well, yeah, even the reviewer was like, they took some elements from Uncharted and stuck it in this movie for some reason.
Yeah, that was it. They reveal this body, and yeah, it's just
well, the whole thing with, what was it, like a train or plane collapsing and she had to, like, run along it and things, that's totally Uncharted.
I can't remember. They might have done that in one of the newer Tomb Raider games. I can't remember, though.
Because Uncharted did it a lot. Like, in every game, there was something that was collapsing.
I could see that, and I know in Tomb Raider 2013 and Rise of the Tomb Raider, there are a lot of shit you're running on that's collapsing, too. So, that could really be from either one.
Okay.
But, yeah, when there's the virus that turns people into monsters, that was totally Uncharted 1.
Did Uncharted do that?
Yep.
Because I do not remember that.
And I think she's talking about looking at these monitors or something like that.
I think she wants to know where the alarm system is.
Even now, I don't know if I knew at the time. I still don't quite understand why the fuck we're doing all this. I know we're trying to get to Clem's office, but it might be locked
there's
off.
There's Eve right there, that's why.
Okay. And she must get together with Eve.
Yeah, she's in the museum for reasons. And we have to go get her.
Well, we saw that ball of slime. Well, Aya saw it. I didn't actually see it, but Aya saw the ball of slime headed towards the museum, so that's why we're here. But I don't think we actually see the ball of slime again. So I don't know if that's...
Maybe it just incorporated itself into Eve, and we're just assuming that's what happened.
It could be. I have a theory of what it might be, and
it's your love child, duh.
That's actually kind of where, not like her and Aya's love child, but...
Aw, that's where I was going with it.
But otherwise I was kind of going similar direction. I would definitely recommend saving your game there just because we ran around a lot without having a save point. Well, I guess anybody watching my playthrough for the first time seeing this game, well, you already kind of know Eve's trying to have a baby. That's the whole reason we went to the hospital a while back.
Well, duh, she's a woman. That's the only thing she's supposed to do.
Why haven't you had one yet?
Because fuck having kids. I'd be a terrible parent.
But that's not the typical
I'd Christopher Titus
response.
The fuck out of that kid. Be like, hey, if you want to stick that fork in a light socket, don't come crying at me when it burns your eyebrows off.
But that's not the typical womanly thing to do.
Yeah, I just don't give a fuck. Besides, I don't want to have any blind midget babies. Like, I already dealt with it. I don't want someone else to deal with it.
Damn it. One of the scenes from the original Star Trek, I still haven't quite finished that show yet. But one of the scenes I think a lot of fans regard as like one of the worst things ever, to me is like one of the best things ever. Oh, damn it, of course we would get a cutscene now, because actually they're not going to talk anyways. There's a midget riding Kirk in a scene, and it's fucking hilarious. Just out of nowhere, like no fucking reason why it's happening. And yes, you can find this on YouTube. There is a video of it.
You must have gotten further than I did, because I stopped watching it.
I'm in the middle, towards the latter half of Season 3.
Okay,
so
I don't think I made it that far.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I think Season 3 is regarded as the worst season, and I can see why. There are a few decent episodes I've seen. But It's not very good. There's one I was texting you about the other day about the episode where he falls under this girl's spell and knows it. He's in love with her now, but he doesn't turn command over to Spock because why would he do that? Not sure what I was talking about there, but who gives a fuck?
She
Not
was talking
really
about how that's how the dinosaurs came to life. Basically, some mitochondria oozed onto its foot.
Maybe that's the slime.
Maybe. I mean, it looked orange to me and not green.
Well, we're going to go with that because it probably makes a whole hell of a lot more sense than whatever the creators decided.
Right. Yeah, we'll go with that then. Let's say it got dirty from crawling all over the place. And that's why it's not green anymore.
It was in the sewers for a while, and now we're just backtracking.
That is true. So. Yeah, it was about that color.
So, don't mind the fast forward, but this is a long video anyways. I really wish I'd fast forwarded a little bit more of this, but oh well.
That's alright. Yeah, I think I either got to the end of Season 2 or I just started Season 3. I think is where I stopped. Something like that.
Season 3 is notorious for starting off with one of the worst Star Trek episodes ever. Like, some chick shows up on the ship, knocks everybody out, and steals Spock's brain.
What?
Yep, it's actually called Spock's brain.
Yeah, I have not seen that one.
I skipped that one because I've seen plenty of videos about how bad that episode is. So I'm like, you know what? I'm sure it's one of those things that's pretty entertaining if you can get your mind in the right, I guess, mindset for that. But I'm like, you know what? I don't want to watch that episode.
Well, just like when you get to those episodes, you're like, oh god, it's another, filler time travel episode that means nothing. Skip. So.
I did that when watching Enterprise, and then the fucking episode was referenced later on. I'm like, god damn it. I'm like, oh, well, whatever.
Right, like, it's not that important.
Nah, it's like, pretty much from the commentary, I already knew what happens. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Right.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, damn it, enemy! How dare you hit me!
Jerks.
How dare you!
I try to make a point to not watch any of those. I mean, I had enough time travel episodes in TNG. None of them, as far as I remember, really did anything.
Voyager has them.
Yeah, it does.
You watch Doctor Who, which I'm assuming is all time travel.
Well, yeah, but at least, I mean, that's its entire thing.
Time travel's been done so much that, yeah, it's just like, what the fuck is the point? Like,
well, yeah.
And she goes on about Doctor Who, which really isn't what either of us were talking about when we were talking about time travel plot lines that serve no purpose to the overall story. Although one of the original series episodes does explain how they use time travel in Star Trek 4. But overall, they're pretty useless. I think this is when I finally made the better armor. I went back to the station and did that.
Professor Clamp, don't move! Put your hands in the air where I can see them. Maida?
Hi, Aya. Yes, there's something I wanted to test.
Well, I killed my cop boner.
May I put my arms down now?
Did you come back here alone?
No, Daniel came with me part of the way.
Well, where is he?
He went to look for something at the hospital. He should be on his way.
Oh.
There haven't been any combustions lately. I asked Wayne to make this back in the station. Please use it.
What is it?
I believe this will have some effect against Eve and the creatures she controls.
Thank you. I guess I'll have to wait and see what it does. Fantastic.
There was some sort of blood serum in the freezer with Maya's name on the label.
My sister's name?
Well, the research for this was called Eve.
Eve? Then Eve really is?
It appears to be made of liver cells. He was culturing them in the past.
What do you mean? What for?
I don't know. There isn't any data left. But it seems Dr. Klimp has been culturing them for years. It looks like he's been conducting research into artificial insemination. For Eve, of course.
For Eve?
Yeah, he wanted to exclude the mitochondria from it and create new sperm with no mitochondria, only the nucleus.
Without the mitochondria.
He took what he created here and moved it to the hospital. There he would artificially inseminate those who volunteered for the procedure.
Then what was that HLA list for? Professor Clamp!
You ordinary beings will never understand my research.
Professor, I'm placing you under arrest as the ringleader of this operation. What you did. This isn't something you can get away with, do you understand?
You're pathetic. Why put yourself in the human domain by reciting their laws? They are meaningless, do you understand? I guess you haven't told your little friends yet. Your mitochondria has special powers, doesn't it, Aya? But sadly, you have the form of that human being, don't you?
You can say all you want, but I'm just here to arrest you, Professor Clamp.
I am not letting you interfere with Eve. Do you understand, you little woman? We have a Shiza video to make. 'Cause I'm German. Aya, look out!
That punk.
Daniel, thanks. I didn't see the scalpel.
Just in time. I hate that little kraut bastard. Why didn't you shoot? You could have been killed.
I know. It just didn't seem real. It felt more like... Quick, tase him!
He's conscious again.
Officer Dulles, why didn't you shoot me?
'Cause it's more fun punching you, asshole.
I know you hate me. I don't care what you think of me.
Of course I hate you. Lorraine is dead because of you.
I don't care about your little woman. I see that your boy managed to escape.
You son of a bitch! I should have killed you way back. Someday you're gonna pay for this, asshole.
We'll see, we'll see.
What are you planning to do, Professor?
You'll love this. I'm waiting for the birth of the ultimate being. 'Cause Umbrella couldn't create it with the tyrant. The mitochondria has passed on from the mother, but you see, traces from the father can also be found in the minute quantities. According to Eve, her sister in Japan was unable to achieve her goals because the father's side of the mitochondria caused a rebellion.
Is shooting you still an option?
For Eve to succeed this time, I created sperm without the male. The creation was a success. Eve is now pregnant with Melissa's body. This turns me on even more.
Pregnant?
How can that be possible?
Damn it, Aya, we gotta kill Eve. Let's go.
You humans are so weak. So stupid. You may have been able to barge in here and do things your way until now, but things are going to change. I won't let you interfere with Eve anymore. Eve, can you hear me? You don't have to wait anymore. I'm ready.
What the hell are you doing?
Daniel made a run. He's gonna blow the whole place up.
Ah! I see your unlocked abilities don't allow you to burn. Why stay here? Won't try to save me.
First of all, I'm a cop, and it's my job. And after all, I am human.
Humans are pathetic. Hey, we got a key.
Yeah, alright.
And, well, she hasn't seen this yet, but wow.
He did.
Clip burned up.
Yeah, I was like, why is he smoking?
Yeah.
Did you set him on fire? Jeez.
People say smoking's bad for your health. Well,
That is true, yeah.
there you
It's
go.
gonna be really weird for everybody else because I've not seen any of these cutscenes. And we skipped all the dialogue that just happened, and I'm not gonna find out until later when I voice act it.
Yeah, so that's why she doesn't exactly know what happened. I read my parts already.
Yeah, I don't
didn't
have my
do
parts
that.
yet.
So that's the only reason I actually know what happened there.
Yeah. I had
And
no clue. We went from, oh, hey, we're gonna go do a cutscene to, hey, this guy's dead and on fire.
But, like, still, I don't remember what the fuck the point is of walking around this museum other than just to walk around the museum. Like, I
Because Eve
cannot
is
remember.
here. Eve.
Right, we're looking for it because we long
You
for her
love
tender
her.
embrace.
She's naked somewhere. Gotta find her.
Yes, we gotta show her our plus 50 defense, except
Yes.
if Aya gets totally naked, then that has to be like
That's
plus
100 defense. I mean, come on now.
Okay, alright.
That's practical invincibility right there.
Oh god, I want that to be a thing in a game now.
Naked invincibility.
It would have to be like a super hard to unlock thing, but I think it would be hilarious.
I mean, as long as you don't put any nipples or have anything too detailed going on, then yeah, that'd be perfectly...
If you do PC gaming, you can get away with it.
Well, PC gaming is usually when... Well, one, it's usually got an M rating.
Well, I know like Saints Row the Third had shit like that in there. God of War's had nipples and boobs and everything in there. Like,
And that was a PlayStation 2 game. That was really weird.
and PS3. The only God of War game I know that doesn't necessarily have much in the way of boobs is Ascension, and I think there's like an optional sequence that you can get them, but you basically end up getting yourself killed, and I didn't want to do that.
Well, and God of War got a lot of flack, too, for all that crap they put in there.
Probably, but I don't know. People need to lighten up.
Well, they do, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, I can understand, like, you wouldn't want, like, your kids... Well, one, I don't know why you'd want your kids playing a God of War game anyway. But,
Well, I had a coworker who was like, I want to get my
Grand Theft
son
Auto.
Grand Theft Auto. What kind of game is that? I'm like, how old's your son? 12. Well, it's got where...
Oh, hey, look at this.
What? Oh, hey, it's a...
A Triceratops, I believe.
Oh. Oh, yeah, it is a Triceratops. And she
Yep,
was like, he's
mini
12.
boss
I'm like,
time.
it's got killing cops, stealing cars, and you can go into this place to pick up a prostitute and have... Oh, well, if you have sex in this game, I won't get that game for my son. I'm like, so you didn't care about the killing of the cops and robbing cars, and oh, no, I don't care about that, but you can't have sex in there. I'm like, he's 12? He's getting to that age where he's gonna care a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Yeah, we just destroyed that Triceratops.
Yeah, you did.
You might consider saving before doing that, although I don't know how much we did between our last save and this, but you might want to save your game. I know I saved after that conversation, or I think I did, because...
Whoa,
gonna
out
get
of
carried
nowhere.
off.
Jeez, it just friggin' headbutted you.
Yep.
Bastard.
Now we're here.
And then it killed itself. Okay, then.
I showed this room before when we were in here, and there's a little something we're going to have to deal with in here in a second.
Why did it kill itself? That made no sense.
I'm not sure, and Aya's talking about things that... I guess who cares?
I didn't get to see it. The thing was all like, booyah, bitch, and then just, like, jumped out the window and died. It's like, why would you do that? I mean, I would think, unless you're a Lemmy-Winks or whatever that thing was called, that just jumps off the cliff if someone else does it, but, like, it was all by itself.
Hey, look at this. We got a dinosaur to shoot.
Triceratops, alright. No, wait, not Triceratops, duh. Tyrannosaurus Rex, there you go.
Yep.
I know dinosaurs. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Shut up.
And those two, the Triceratops and the Tyrannosaurus, those are the bosses I was referencing last video, and I said this gun would destroy them. I actually thought they withstood a lot more damage than they ended up withstanding.
Well, I mean, you basically have like a one-hit kill weapon, so...
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it took a
Can you
little
even imagine
longer
what
to
it'd be
kill
like
them.
without that, though? You'd be in that fight
There's
for
a
20
save
minutes.
right there, so just so you know, if you want to save your game, which if you're playing legit, I would definitely do.
Again, that's your first mistake for playing legit.
I was really surprised that, because again, last May, I couldn't remember, but I thought it like took some shots to kill that Tyrannosaurus. I feel like when I was editing this, like I got to that fight and I was like, okay, what the fuck else is there to do? Like, I thought that was like it for this section, but nope, we're still going.
Well, yeah, I mean, fighting the Tyrannosaurus Rex seems like a climax right there.
Yeah,
But
not the climax Eve's looking to have with Aya, but that's something
right, yeah.
entirely different.
Unfortunately, it's a different kind. Still looking for it, though. Still
Oh,
looking
yeah.
for it.
Don't worry, Eve, we're looking for you.
Show
We'll
yourself
find you.
in your plus 100 defense armor.
And now that we've gotten back to that room, we can actually walk through there.
I think I just realized something. I think the amount of armor is like a direct percentage of how much skin you show.
Well, and that bikini should have been like plus, what, 90 defense?
Yeah, it should have been. Oh, man. Yeah, that would have been a 90 defense
Oh, yeah,
armor.
definitely. Huh. I never really noticed that before.
Well, I'm just saying, like, the plus 50 defense, like, oh, it almost covers your boobs, and it's assuming you have, I guess, maybe pants or something on. But the less...
I swear one of those enemies just jumped right into that.
It probably did.
Because
I mean,
they're
they're all
smart.
just trying to kill themselves at this point just to get away from your character.
Probably. I mean, we've murdered how many of these things?
Right.
There's going to be a brief cut in here. It takes me a while to actually figure out where the hell I need to go and what I need to look at here.
It's a very strange color.
This might be the ball of slime, I'm not sure.
Eve's on the other side. Eve! You wake the baby. It's a wonder you made it this far. So, are you going to congratulate me on this birth? What are you planning to do, Eve? Perhaps you can help me answer that, Aya. Why do humans give birth, Maya? Well, that's gonna give me nightmares.
Aya, are you okay?
Daniel, Maida, you both made it out okay.
Yeah, we barely made it out, though. Did you see that ugly mama?
That was everyone from Central Park.
What? Then you're saying Lorraine's a part of the thing, too?
I'm sorry, Daniel.
Yeah, it's become apparent as to what medication Melissa had been taking.
What was she on?
Immune suppressants.
Immune suppressants? For what? Why?
Okay, so Melissa had a transplant when she was a kid.
Transplant? What kind of transplant?
Yeah, it seems like she got one of your sister's kidneys after Maya died in that accident.
A kidney transplant? So Melissa got Maya's kidney?
Your mother and sister were donors. We're flashing back to this again.
What? Really? I never knew that.
Your mother's organs couldn't be transplanted after the accident. So Maya's kidneys were transplanted into the young Eve. No, I'm sorry, this young Melissa, she had kidney failure.
Then Eve's kidney is really Maya's kidney.
The intern that was present at the time of the operation was, well, you guessed it, that Kraut bastard, Hans Klipp, our main man. Klipp wanted to become a doctor.
The doctors that were present were all surprised, and they all screamed that the kidney was hot.
Then Eve is...
It's hard for me to say for sure, but the original was present in Maya. Eve killed the host brain, cultured the kidney, and obtained her own physical body.
Then that's what happened to Melissa.
In her case, the immunosuppressant drugs acted as a catalyst. In Japan, Eve had targeted a girl who had undergone a transplant. A kidney transplant, to be exact, and she was taking the same drugs. This was also that Eve would have a uterus to plant the fertilized egg in. In order to transplant organs, it's necessary for the HLA type to match. It's necessary to take those drugs to avoid rejection.
While being controlled by Eve, Melissa felt her body change, kind of like another puberty. Oh yeah. When she finally got the lead part in the opera. If she had gone to the doctor, she would have been told to give up the part, which, in hindsight, she should have done. To avoid rejection, she started taking the drugs, and after she took too much,
She was so weak that Eve was able to take over her physical body. And that's how she transformed into... Dun, 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 Mitochondria Eve!
So then, Maya's the original Eve.
In reality, it's Maya's mitochondria. Roger, commencing operation, sir! Calling all fighters, we've just received permission to attack. Commence operation, head for the Statue of Liberty!
what, are you sure? The military's made its move.
What?
We can't allow this to happen. We'll be repeating what happened yesterday with the Jets.
No, Lorraine. She can't be a part of that thing.
That huge collection of cells, that must be where Eve's giving birth.
Where she's giving birth?
Yeah, the creature will act as a barrier to protect her child.
Lorraine.
The helicopter's coming.
Everyone duck! Cover your heads and... Officer Bray of the NYPD, it's my duty to accompany you to the aircraft carrier. Let's go. No time for dawdling. We're not stopping so you can pee. And now you women are. Welcome aboard the Navy's pride and joy, the Nimitz. But we like to call her the Enterprise. but can't for copyright reasons. I'm Williams. I command this ship. Sorry to have you come on such short notice. But you're the main character, so we kinda need you. And these people help, I guess? Miss Bray, you're the only one who can't be ignited by her. Like I said, you're the main character. We need you. I'm asking you to get to the chopper and nuke the creature.
Hold on, Aya can't fly a helicopter.
Don't worry, she won't have to fly. The helicopter is being set to automatic pilot. Unfortunately, in order to work, the weapon needs to be fired at close range. You have heal 3, so you should be okay.
Well, I'll do it.
Aya, no way, you're not doing that.
Our fate lies in your hands, Aya. Your sexy, beautiful, sensual hands. I'm an admiral, so I can get away with saying these things.
Okay, Daniel?
Wait, Aya, please, take this.
We don't have time for your useless junk right now.
Yeah, of course. Aya, please be careful out there.
Of course, I'll be fine. Maya.
I didn't feel like creating several smaller audio files for the dialogue for this section, so I'm just doing one section which will kind of summarize it, but doing it in a way where it still feels like dialogue in the story. I don't think you'll miss anything.
What? What's happening here?
We will act as your shield so you can get through.
What? No! I'm not doing this without your...
We're entering firing range. Prepare to fire.
Alright. Please, move away from me, now! This is insane! Since Christmas Eve, I've put a curse on my own body. Why me? Why is this happening to me? I don't understand. But I don't care anymore. 'Cause Eve, I'm the only one that can destroy you, once and for all. Maya, I'll end this and let you rest peacefully.
We did it! Well done. That was magnificent. Return to base.
No, it's not over yet.
Aya, come back here! Now!
But
And as you can tell from this screen, we can save our progress here, so I'm going to do that, and I will see y'all next time when we can conclude this bitch.